On the matter of the teachers in Northeastern, the non-local teachers in Northeastern, let me say for a fact that we have a lot of non-locals, not just in the teaching industry. We have a lot of non-locals in Mandera, Wajir, Garissa doing business. There are a lot of non-local teachers doing transport business, construction business. There are medics. There are those who are civil servants, the county commissioners, the deputy county commissioners. There are quite a number of civil servants. But it's a bit puzzling for us, especially people from the region, why only teachers feel threatened. Of course, there are cases where non-local teachers have been killed. It's unfortunate, and we are dealing with a situation which actually is an insurgency from across the border. It's an attack on Kenya, and when you have an attack on Kenya by Al-Shabaab from across the border, it behoves Kenyans, to appreciate the fact that this is an attack on this country, and whether you are a non-local or a local, you are affected by that. I'm sure the media and also the other institutions, they've been quick in pointing out the deaths of non-local teachers, but they never report so much about the deaths of the local teachers, which is also happening almost on equal measure, or even more than the non-local teachers. Therefore, let me say for a fact that education, according to our Constitution 2010, education is a human right. And it's also a universal human right, especially the right to basic education is a universal human right. It's up to the government to provide security for all its citizens, including non-locals and the locals. But the right of a child from Northeastern to education should not be compromised because the government has failed to maintain security of its people. And therefore, the blame should be put squarely on the right institutions and not blaming perhaps the locals and non-locals. You see, when you're dealing with groups like Al-Shabaab, who have always wanted to pit Kenyans against Kenyans, either on religious basis or on region basis or whatever basis, the moment we give in to their whims and their campaign that the non-locals will now be scared to work in Northeastern and run away because Al-Shabaab are attacking Kenya, then what we are basically saying, Kenya is not in control and that Al-Shabaab has taken over parts of this country like they have done in Nigeria, Boko Haram has done in Nigeria, Cameroon and the Sahel, Mali and what have you. I think in Kenya we need to interrogate this matter very seriously. The teachers from non-local areas are definitely feeling threatened, but that threat is affecting even the locals who are living in that part. As we speak, 50.4% of the teachers teaching in Northeastern are non-locals. So if you withdraw 50.4% of teachers from Northeastern, basically you are saying there will be no education. You are killing education in Northeastern. And when you're killing education in Northeastern, just like Mandela said, if you want to kill a society, don't use nuclear bombs. You just lower the quality of education, and you have killed that. You see, if we